listening to the Daily Meditation Podcast, Episode 13. Welcome to the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley, and I'm honored to have you here to spend some time meditating together. In this episode, you'll be guided through a 10-minute meditation using several different meditation techniques, such as an affirmation, a breathing technique, a mudra, and focusing on your chakra to bring about stillness in your mind and body. Every week at the Daily Meditation Podcast, we focus on a theme or an intention, and the intention this week is stillness. So every meditation this week has focused on some aspect of stillness using different meditation techniques. Now, every meditation technique that I share can be used not only as you're sitting down meditating, but also in your everyday life. And so you can manage how you'll handle stress. Remember that it's not the stress that can wreak havoc on your body. It's how you handle the stress in your life that makes a difference as to whether or not you're going to be suffering mentally, physically, in your relationships, in your career, in your life in general from stress, or whether you're going to thrive regardless of whatever happens to you. When you use techniques that I share with you in the Daily Meditation Podcast, you have tools at your fingertips that you can use. I've tried to make it really easy for you by listing every technique that I'm sharing this week in the different meditations on a guide, and I call it your weekly slowdown guide, because when you meditate, you give yourself permission to slow down so you can connect to the best part of who you are. And when you do that, you can finally live the kind of life that you've always wanted to live. So head over to my website at www.sipandom.com and download this episode's slowdown guide, and all the techniques are listed there. You'll see what the mudra is, the affirmation. You'll learn about the chakra and all the meditations in general. So you can print this out and keep it in a meditation binder in your meditation space. That way, when you sit down to meditate, you won't just be zoning out. You'll always have something to do. In fact, meditation is incredibly dynamic. And so when you learn all these different techniques, you realize just how dynamic meditation really is. Let's go ahead and begin with this meditation. Now, every Friday, which if you're listening to me on a Friday, if you've been following me from the beginning, that's wonderful. But you can do these meditations at any time, any day of the week. You don't have to do them in order. But if you are following me in order, then today is a Friday, and I call that Sip and Om Day. Now, Sip and Om is the name of my website, and I call it that because I share a lot of herbal teas on Sip and Om. So every week, every Friday, I introduce to you a new herb because I'd like you to get to know the herbs. When you start to use herbs, they become like your new best friends. You can use a lot of the herbs to help you, just like you use a meditation technique, where you can use herbs to help you with anxiety and depression, and when you have trouble going to sleep, or when you wake up and you can't fall back to sleep. Or if you need a little more energy, you need an energy boost around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, herbs are wonderful to turn to. Now, as always, you have to check with your physician to make sure that the herbs that I tell you about are going to be the right herbs for you, because herbs are very powerful and they are very effective if it's the right herb for you. And I say this because I remember sipping peppermint tea. Seems harmless enough, peppermint tea. Peppermint grows probably in your garden or somewhere in your yard. Well, I was sipping a cup of peppermint tea, And I started to have a really strong reaction to it. And that really hit home to how powerful herbs are. So even the mild herbs I share with you, make sure that you take care when you use them. That being said, don't be afraid of the herbs. Just make sure that you proceed with caution and make sure that they're the right herb for you. So the tea that we're going to discuss today is going to be an herbal tea called Tulsi. And Tulsi is really one of the most powerful herbs on the planet, I would say. It is such a powerful herb that it is a cornerstone herb in India's ancient Ayurvedic health system. So with Tulsi tea is considered an adaptogenic herb. And adaptogenic herbs are known to help your body become more resistant to stress. When you sip Tulsi tea, you sip one of the best stress-reducing adaptogenic herbs on the planet. And what this means for you is that if you're looking for an herb to help you combat the modern-day epidemic of stress and overwhelm, Tulsi can become your new go-to herb. It has a long list of benefits. It promotes respiratory health. It helps support your vision. It provides you antioxidant protection against free radicals. And it helps you with minor discomfort and irritation. It provides a calming effect. It helps boost your immune system. And it may even give you more stamina. It helps your metabolism, your digestion, and it also helps maintain your blood sugar levels. It helps to keep them in a normal range. It helps with skeletal and joint support, and it even supports normal cholesterol levels. You can head over to Sipinome's website where you have the slowdown guide, and I have a full blog post all about the health benefits of Tulsi and also ways to prepare it. If you're going to sip something today, I recommend that you try sipping Tulsi tea. You can get it at most grocery stores, even some of the big box grocery stores. It's not such an exotic herb. It's showing up more and more as people realize the health benefits. So, as you're sitting there with your tea, I'd like to guide you through a meditation and what I'll be doing every Friday, along with telling you a little bit about an herb so you can get to know the herbs. I'm going to guide you through a meditation combining all the meditation techniques that you've learned this week, which you can find in the previous episodes to this one. So for this week, I started with episode 8. So episodes 8 through 14 are all about the intention of creating stillness. So all the techniques have to do with creating stillness. All right, now let's begin your meditation. So as you're sitting there, always you want to be somewhere where you're not interrupted and where you can focus on your meditation. This is your time. Sit up straight, relax your shoulders and your face. Close your eyes gently. Relax your stomach and start to notice your breath. And as you breathe, breathe with a full belly breath where you're not breathing shallowly high up in your lungs. You're giving yourself full oxygen by bringing your breath all the way down through your abdomen. So you should feel your abdomen rise up as you inhale, and you should feel it sink back down as you exhale. Try breathing like this. Inhale and exhale. This gives your body a full oxygen cocktail. Now you're starting to notice how you're feeling right now. So before I was giving you some information about tea, and you were focusing on that. Well, now you're focusing on yourself. You're transitioning from all the energy of the people and the events around you, and you're gently going deeper into who you are. And as you do that, I want you to think about where you feel stillness in your body throughout this meditation. It can take a while to cultivate stillness. And the first thing it takes is awareness. So start to become aware of stillness within your body. If you notice tension, just simply release it. We'll go ahead and repeat the affirmation. Peace is within me. You can repeat this with me out loud or silently. You choose. Peace is within me. Peace is within me. Peace is within me. Repeat this to yourself a few more times. And now we're going to do the mudra for this week. Mudras are simply ways that you hold your hands. They're often called yoga in your hands, that activate your nervous system in a certain way. It sends subtle messages to your brain. It's like acupuncture or acupressure. The mudra today is supportive of your liver and your stomach, your eyes, your bones, your nails, your skin. To do the mudra, you simply place your hands in your lap or on your knees and place your palms upward. And then take the tips of your thumb and your ring finger and touch them together. So your ring finger is the ring where you would wear your wedding band. So touch your ring finger and your thumb together, and your other fingers are just gently extended, not in a forced way, just in a relaxed way. You never want to force yourself with your breath, with the mudras, with anything you do in meditation. And as you hold the mudra, your body's relaxed, you're noticing stillness. And remember, you don't have to do the mudra, but the mudra is a wonderful tool to do throughout your day when you're feeling stress or overwhelm, or when you want to create stillness. Use these techniques. They work and they help you so much. Now I'd like you to bring your awareness to your chakra. And if you don't know what a chakra is, don't worry, I'll guide you. A chakra is simply an energy center within your body. Now, the ancient yogis felt like there was a system within our bodies that held our emotions. So like a physical spine supports your body, well, you have an emotional spine that stores all the experiences you've ever had. And when you focus on your chakra, you process a lot of emotions, and you can also help support your nervous system as well. In this meditation, you're going to be focusing on your first chakra. Every chakra has a color, and this chakra's color is red. And it's right at the base of your spine. It's called your coccyx, or just your tailbone. So imagine there's a tube, maybe it's a golden tube running kind of up and down the center of your body. And at the very base of it is your first chakra. And as you might guess, it grounds you. It's pretty hard to feel stillness in your body if you don't feel grounded in yourself, in who you are, in your values, in what you're all about, your essence. So we're going to include the first chakra in this meditation. So you could visualize the base of your spine as glowing with the color red. And I'd like you to think about a boulder in a river, a rushing river with lots of rapids and currents. And you are this boulder. You're firmly rooted to the ground with this whirling water and river rushing all around you. Yet you are solid as a rock. So no matter what is happening in your life, no matter the events, I want you to think about what makes you so firmly rooted. Maybe your family, maybe it's your job, maybe it's the way you were raised, or maybe it's a talent or skill you have that always brings you back to yourself. When you need to remember who you are and you're feeling like the rug's being yanked out from under your feet by the events surrounding your life, think about those qualities about you that make you feel rooted, that really represent who you are. And sit in meditation, reflecting on these qualities as you connect your root chakra, firmly grounded, while everything else in life is just rushing around you. And notice in your body how you feel. Notice where you feel stillness or peace. Focus on that area and remember where it is. If you feel agitation, simply go back to your breath and notice your breath. Or repeat the affirmation, peace is within me. Peace is within me. Go ahead and continue this meditation for as long as you want. If you'd like to review some of the techniques I mentioned, such as the chakra, the affirmation, the mudra, and I also have a breath exercise that we did this week, go ahead and visit some of the previous meditations. And remember to pick up your slowdown guide with all the techniques listed at sipandom.com. for episode number 13. I enjoyed sharing this meditation with you. What you're doing is a very good thing. You'll never regret the time you spend meditating. Always meditate just to the point where you still feel joy. Continue meditating and remember, you are so worth slowing down for. I invite you to a free 100-day meditation quest where every week you'll receive a message from me with a full week's worth of meditations that you can explore at your leisure. And these are all based on a theme that will give you more peace, energy, and clarity. So if now is your time, go ahead and click on the Start My Quest button and you can get started immediately. 100 days from now, you'll be so glad you did this for yourself.